Okay, hey guys, this is the Carbontex drag upgrade for the Okuma 40S. I'll put the specs on the side for you to see. Okay, there are pros and cons for upgrading Carbontex to Carbontex. It's up to you. You know, some say it increases your drag pressure, you know, your ability to apply pressure without having it fully locked. And the other argument is that, you know, your reel's built to specifications, and you know, overloading the drag can cause the more sensitive structures in your reel to fail. Okay, but anyways, remove the O-ring, which is part of Okuma's attempt to prevent excess water getting to the drag. And then what you need to do is take this ring structure off. If you look for the opening, so the break in this wire, that's the easiest way to take it off. So apply a little bit of pressure there until that kind of springs out. There we go. Pops out. Leave that there. Okay. Move all your other stuff aside. Okay. So I'm going to go in order of what I pull out of here. So first thing removed is my screwdriver. Is one metal washer, all covered in grease, one drag washer. Repeat. Metal washer, drag washer. Okay. I can obviously tell this is 3 drag washers because when I purchased the complete set, people in the States were kind enough to give me 3 washers. So I know that there are 3 washers to replace. Same thing again. Out and in. Fantastic. Okay, that is the bearing. Now we'll do a little bit of cleanup. That's your tip. Get all that excess grease out. Okay, just clean it up in there because you're going to be putting some good quality drag grease like Cal's. You know, Shimano make their own, Daiwa make their own, each to their own. Okay, you can see how clean that is in there, and I think that's due to the O-ring washer that they put in there to try and prevent any excess water moisture getting in there. Okay, what we need to do now is kind of clean all of these up. We're not going to be using these, but just get all the excess grease off these washers. So just into the microfiber. Clean, get all that excess stuff off. It's important to tell this one's in the middle. It's got those ridges that go into those holes. Here, get this one off. Okay, now we are ready to replace with Carbontex. Thank you, Australian Fishing Tackle, for the cow's grease. Open that up. Don't be shy. Get that between your fingers, because you know these are wet drag washers. So what you should be doing is putting wet drag washers back in. Okay, don't put them back in dry. So I'm just rubbing that in, getting that, really impregnating that Carbontex with the grease. Trying to rub that in. Let's get a little bit more. I'm gonna sing a song or something. So the reason I am upgrading to drag washers is because, one, I thought the drag rating was a little higher. I've got its baby brother, the 350S, and it's got an impressive drag for the size. And I thought, oh, I'll purchase the 40S and it'll have more drag. But I was wrong. After I purchased it, after it arrived from the US on Amazon, it has the same amount of drag as its baby brother. And the only thing different is, I think, how much line you can reel in and line capacity. Okay, so what we're going to do now, grease that one up, take a bit more grease. Back to my story of why I'm upgrading is I managed to hook a Rat King, which isn't too bad for the specs of this little reel. It was on a medium outfit, and I could have sworn I had my drag locked completely tight, but this rat bastard kept bullying me. So I was like, you know what, let's just upgrade this drag a touch. Okay, you can see how I've got taken that first drag washer, put this metal washer on top. Okay, and what I'm going to do, just drop that in. And because we put these all in line, what's next is the original drag washer. So I'm going to take one of these, another drag washer, and do the same, impregnate it. So I'm doing this because summer is coming up, and I really want a little extra drag pressure when I'm chasing small pelagics like frigates and bonito. I've done this upgrade to my Shimano Stratic 5000 FJ. It was easier to get Carbontex reel drag washers for that because it's such a popular reel. This one's a little harder. I don't think people in Australia like the RTX for some strange reason. I think it's fantastic. It's a little beast. And cheap as well. You know, I think in Australia we pay too much for tackle as it is. Americans have it so easy. So we're just rubbing that in. That might go, the grease might go a little bit black, but that's just the excess Carbontex in there. Okay, so it's the same thing again. All right, so take this drag washer, get this one, place it on top. It's a sandwich, and just look, because this one's got those knobs on and it has to go in, so you got to turn it and just get it so that it can go straight in there. This might be a bit more difficult because I've got such greasy damn fingers. I've just bumped you. There we go. In. All right. What's next is original drag. A little bit more. I never throw the original drag washers out. You never know. You know, you may not like these Carbontex drag washers. You may not like the idea of retrofitting your reel with, you know, aftermarket car language, aftermarket parts or whatever, and you may just want to replace them. So keep them close by. Put them in a little dime bag like this. This is what the drag washers came in, the new ones. So just put them back in there. Keep it all together, so that if the time comes, and I must mention that more than likely, playing with these will void any warranty you have, and I don't think that just goes for Okuma. That'll go for Shimano, Daiwa, anyone else. Don't want you fooling around with the parts. You know, I'm sure they've put a lot of time and effort into finding out what works best for their products, and they don't need you fooling around with it unless you're a dickhead like me. Alright, so I'm just going to get some of that excess grease off my fingers. Got some warm water here, that helps. Take this rag, wipe my fingers down. Okay, the bitch part of this is getting this back into here. So let me just see if I can show you that there are these little metal grooves. What the fuck's that? Okay, the little metal grooves under here. Can you see them? And that is what needs those right there. This metal thing must go into those grooves. And the first time I did this with my Stratic, I wanted to cry because I just couldn't seem to get it through. And they should kind of click into place. Click in. Okay. Also, that bendy bit shouldn't be there. Okay, because that's going to change the tension on it. It's going to be too loose. It's not going to lock in. Alright, so that's better. Oh, no. There we go. Bend the wire so it fits in. Good. Make sure everything is in the right spots. Lift that up if it has to. There we go. So clipping everything in. Making sure everything is where they should be. Let's move that over. There we go. Why won't this bastard go in? Okay. There, that's it. Good. No, it's not it. What have I done? No, it's alright. Just gonna move this over a touch. There we go. Happy days. This is going to stop. No, I lied. Let's pull this out again. Come on, you naughty thing. So let's get this back to where it needs to be. That sounded a lot better, the way that clipped in there. Okay, up, down. There we go. Happy as that's all sitting in those grooves nicely. Good, that was a lot more difficult than I expected. All right, take a clean one, wipe around. I laughed when I realized how simple this was. You know, it's not the hardest thing to do. And now I need to put this washer in. So it's important to remember which way you put this in. So I might need to check my video real quick. So just bear with me, guys. Be right back. That's why it's always a good idea to take photos as you go along with this, because I had to revert back to my photos, my video history, to see which way this went in. I've never had to deal with a reel that has O-ring washers like this, so it's very happy that I had some video reference how the hell to put this damn thing back. Okay, here we go. And this wasn't sitting flush before, and I was kind of worried, but now that I've put that wire back in, it's sitting nice and flush. Not 100% watertight, nothing ever is, but it will really help to try to prevent as much water getting in there as possible. You know, when you're fishing from the rocks, you're going to get rogue waves that splash, unfortunately, and you know, your number one safety is yourself, but it's also the damn reel you've spent a lot of money on. Okay, so that is the upgrade. You can turn this upside down, just wipe all the nasty stuff off of it. You have a choice. You can put some reel grease over here, get rid of all that excess, wipe that down, lube that up. I don't know why, I think there are different properties in the drag grease and the reel grease, maybe silicone amount or whatever, but you can't use normal reel grease for drag. All right, let's put this back in. This is the spinning workhorse, in my opinion, of Okuma. I don't like Okuma, but I do like this reel, which is why I've got its baby brother and this one. I really wish they'd come up with like a 6,000 spinning, not just a 40. It goes up to 50, but I don't think it's no longer high spinning at that stage. So clamp that down. And I really wish I had something to test the drag out for you, but that is how you do it. Please update me with your feedback. It's fairly straightforward. Like I said, will void warranties. Try to keep everything in order as you take them out, so you can just follow your way back in so you don't miss any parts. Take photos as you wish, and put your used drag washers back into some plastic bag. You can label it saying 40S. That's a good idea. 40S, 40S OEM drag washers. Okay, so you know what the hell they are. I think there is a crowd. The Shimano Stratic has 3 drag washers. It was more scary to put in because it's my first time. Alright guys, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed my video. Hopefully there's more to come. I've got a bit of a tackle fetish. Hopefully get some videos of getting some kings as well. See ya.